we are back from the little break, or I thought we were.
So now, let's see the response from our two key players.
Or at least with this spell.
I know. But
Yeah, I know. So, do you have a response back?
I'm going to start with K.
Okay.
K. On my way to Rummages. Couldn't find a hat. Or goggles. See ya.
So, I have gotten a word back from Thumper.
A word.
He says, understood. He's going to Rummages.
Oh, does he eat rummage? I have him.
No, oh, yes, I remember. You have a piece of him.
Oh, it is 6 days old.
Do you want to know that?
If it's a finger. I'd probably, yeah, you know this.
Okay. Also, what point is his body?
You don't know because you left the rest of it inside of the pocket dimension that fell apart.
Okay, alright. Pocket dimensions all I need.
So,
The response I give is not seen Thumper, outside Rummage compound, attempting negotiation with Rummage organization, meeting in 1.5 hours, safety not guaranteed.
so Lasmina informs you. It's like, so, Thumper is going to Rummage's abode. Said something about not being able to find a hat or goggles.
what is he doing?
I don't know. And Grand Ram says that he is looking to speak to Rummage's second as well.
What is he doing?
I do not know.
It's one thing for Thumper to do it, but I would expect Graham Ram to have a little more sense.
It's like,
Anyway, now seems like a good time to take a nap.
We can't see nothing.
What? No, they're gonna do it.
No. What if things go south?
We would need time to bring back rummage anyway.
What do you mean?
We have him right here. We can bring him back.
Wait.
what do you mean, Granny?
You are aware I can reincarnate things, yes?
Yes, but
Most of these are expired. Rummage is still fresh.
I believe though that
10 days.
Even if we did that right now, what then? I mean, Rummage wouldn't exactly be friendly to us.
We can kill him again and then revive him until he gets sick of it.
I like that.
You're not here to wait.
I know.
I believe that's torture.
It is
Yeah.
torture.
I believe that's torture. I don't believe that we should do that.
But to what end would you even do such a thing?
This is his town.
Torture.
And
I mean, usually you have.
you're gonna frame him into giving us what we want?
It'd be interesting.
Granny, there are some times where I fully understand what you're trying to do, and other times I am nowhere near an understanding.
Please tell me this is the latter right now.
Correct.
Okay.
Should we go speak to my brother?
I wanted to sleep.
Look,
Well, you guys are all injured, right?
yeah, the only person in this party who has any of their abilities left is you.
I still have my abilities.
Really?
Yeah, he hits stuff.
He doesn't have any abilities except the only thing that goes down is his health bar.
Yeah, and I'm apparently, with what you were saying, we're full now.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you're at full health.
Yeah. So
Like none of your
that's-
abilities require resting again.
I mean, I can
His
rage
cleric
6
abilities, but no one
times.
cares about those.
I can rage 6 times before I die, and I've raged once.
Which we haven't been keeping up with. You have level exhaustion,
Oh, I know. I have that right here.
which is disadvantage on all ability checks.
Right.
So you've been rolling at disadvantage when I said investigation checks. So we're good for right now. Just
Yeah.
Look, I know we're not in the best condition, but we can't leave Gabriel on his own. I doubt.
Lasmina begins casting sending again.
Okay.
She just does it at a higher level.
Does
a
that give
grand
her, like,
ram.
more words or something?
No.
Oh, she's just out of third level slot.
Exactly. Let me double check that she's out. Well, yeah, she is. She is.
I mean, I actually also still have all my.
Granny is stating that she can bring Rummage back and kill him again till he does what we say.
At the very least, it should be useful for
Should we wait a day? Maybe? This is coming in through your, it's like,
Through your brain hole.
in the middle of the meditation. So,
Through the brain hole.
so, you, it's like, Granny, should we put that on ice?
I immediately said that. No. Need Rummage dead. Too cunning to trust.
He says no.
But he's over there.
Granny, you
Well,
can't.
you might want to repeat the whole.
He says he's too cunning to trust.
You don't have to trust him.
Granny, look. Can you just not decide things on your own? Your decisions affect
So,
the entire team.
Granny
I didn't
says
decide
we
anything on my
don't
own. I'm
have
telling you
to
about it.
trust him.
Okay?
That we only need to kill him and bring him back. Should I come as backup?
The important part is that he's a bargaining chip.
I ran out of words.
We already killed him, so why do we need killing him? I mean, I'm not in. Unless I'm.
No,
How long till I make it to the thing?
probably like 30 minutes or so. It's not long.
Before.
Oh yes, it would be before.
Because I assume at least I know where that.
Yeah, it's the center of town.
Well, I mean, that's the only place I've been.
Yeah, correct.
Also, I forgot the disadvantage on the ability checks because most of the time that's only been applying to.
Disagree, but I can't stop her. You need to get here in 1 hour.
He's requesting backup and says, Granny, you do you. I learned that from the kids. And she proceeds to walk down the gangplank. It's like, Lumen, are you joining?
I can't leave Grand Ram to die, so sure. No, maybe you could. I can't.
Oh, he likes you. So, it's like, you begin walking. Granny, what are you doing on the ship by yourself?
Tuning.
Okay.
You're not coming?
So, you take
She
the...
wants to slay it.
Alright.
So you begin resting in the tuning, and as you begin looking through the ship, you find that there seems to be older supplies of no alcohol.
I distinctly remember that being on the list.
Was it?
Yeah, that
Alcohol.
yeah, you know, it was cheese liquor that Tunos was.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Making cheese alcohol.
We needed something like really close to like sell the point, and that's what we came up with.
I guess I remember that. It's been a while. So you start going through it, and you do find cheese wine.
Disgusting. I love it.
And moldy tea, different things like that. It's very, very interesting pieces, and a couple of disheveled rooms, but you claim one for yourself. And you begin attuning. So it will take time, and there isn't anything really special that occurs while you attune with it. So, after about 30 minutes, Thumper, you begin walking up to the front gates of Rummage's complex, and you see that a couple of guards have begun standing around in a circle in a fairly large group in the front. And as you get closer, you see there is a figure that seems to be meditating in the center of it.
So there's surrounded.
Yes.
I'm just gonna waltz my way.
They part and they let you waltz in.
Good.
And you see Grand Ram just meditating. What do you do? Do you do anything?
I'm going to prop up the hammer, sit down, lean up against the handle, and begin to play some music.
Okay, you play the ukulele.
I do.
Make a performance check. Disadvantage. Lumen.
I am proficient with it. Does that become anything?
Yeah, you add your proficiency bonus to it. You and Lasmina are walking down the streets, and as you go, huh? So it's not exactly.
But I wasn't trying to play something.
Yeah.
Like upbeat. It was just more like the casual just twanging. Something slow.
Mm-hmm. I'll try to find something.
Music?
Yeah.
Me or you?
I was going to.
Oh, I was.
Oh, you have something?
Nope.
So you begin playing, and it's not terrible. So, what do we do when we get there? Do we just go with the meeting that they have?
Our priority is to reach Graham. As long as we need to get to him first before we figure out how to proceed from there. He's forcing the whole resolution of this matter before we're ready for it. But if that's the way it's got to be, then we'll just have to deal with what we can.
Well, we can't really back out once you start something, right?
Unfortunately not. I'm going to finish off the gown of wine and start drinking
Yeah.
in the thing, and then I'm going to switch over to Cranberry.
Fully understandable. So you start drinking, and you're feeling a little bit rosy cheeked. It's nice.
It's a feeling I haven't had in a while.
Yeah.
What do you have left in your roll for concentration?
No. You're being very mellow about this, and you're probably to the point where it's kind of. I don't know. Are you a sharer?
I mean, I'm not going to share with any of the assholes around me because he's concentrated, so.
Okay.
So I drink a gallon of wine. I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that is a pretty good bit. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Particularly for someone who essentially has no tolerance at this point.
Well, the tolerance is still technically sort of.
I guess I'd say
You don't have disadvantage on this
Why not?
because it's only ability checks, not saving throws.
Oh, it's a saving throw. 15.
Okay. You get rosy cheeked, but definitely nothing terrible. And as you switch to the cranberry juice, it's far more mellow, little tart, and you get cranberries in it as well. Exactly. Gives you a little crunch to go with it. So.
I'm only like 5 foot away from you.
I think I have a vague awareness of your presence. I'm not sure exactly how my meditation
You do. You kind of have a sense of.
It's not to be intrusive.
You do have a sense of where he is, and
At this point, I kind of know when he's doing stuff like that. It's just kind of like,
yeah,
he'll come out of it.
the music is kind of nice to go with it, helping with the meditation to a degree. After about 40 minutes, like. You got there probably about 15 minutes after you arrived and you started drinking the wine and whatnot and playing. Lumen and Lasmina begin walking up and they see that this group of guards that are standing around and music is coming from the center. It sometimes stopped in between. You're hearing. It's once a day, yes. You're hearing the stopping of the sounds and whatnot, and then a pickup. But you've heard Thumper play the ukulele before, so you have a general idea of he's probably right there.
I look over to where the music's coming from.
Yeah. As you walk over to it, Lasmina begins walking over, and the guards part to a degree, and you see. Yes.
Something I just remembered. I never discussed before.
It probably died inside that pocket dimension.
Well, no, he was riding it when he went through.
Nope.
I was.
Oh yeah,
Because he was carrying Gram Ram. So if that horse is dead, then Gram Ram's dead as well.
I wasn't carrying Grand Ram.
Yes, you were.
No, I said that he went on their time. Grand Ram was not unconscious. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So
Speaking of which, I forgot about the zombie. Do I get it?
no.
Okay.
Let's. The horse fell. It collided into the ground before you guys woke up. Kimbe extinguished it.
Okay, but it's not dead.
It's not dead. It's just proved.
Okay.
Zombie is dead.
Dead undead? Dead undead?
So people right here, places right there. Right?
So, the guards open up and you see Lasmina and Lumen walk up, and Lasmina sees you playing the ukulele and drinking a little bit of the wine, and it's like, is that any good?
You want some?
Please. Lumen?
No, I'm good. Thumper, we gotta catch up to Gram Ram.
Grand Ram is literally 5 feet from him.
What?
I'm on the ground meditating.
Yeah. You were paying so much attention to the ukulele that he's
You
right
failed the
there.
perception check.
But yeah, he's right
I
there.
thought, wait,
Do I get a point in
I
performance
thought you
for
were
that?
meeting whoever.
He's meditating. It's like, he did say he was meeting, but I didn't inform you. He said it in about an hour.
Oh.
I apologize.
No, I
So
figured
I think
he would
we-
be like inside the building for some reason.
No, not yet. Would you like some? I believe we still have some time.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Cheers. She is taking moderate sips, and you are chugging.
Well, I mean, chugging like the
Yeah.
gold, like to the gloves.
Do you want to play purple? You know, a little bit
So,
red or white.
as
I had one of them.
Good. So I'm gonna switch you guys.
all right, as you wait and everything,
On the screen for the same.
Granny, you are tuning to this
Oh, it got taken.
Oh, that's right.
helm. You feel dirty as you after a while.
This is nothing new.
It isn't, but it's still weird that anything would give you a dirty feeling, you know? And then you hear knocking on your door.
Okay.
You in there, miss? Any way we could serve? No? No?
Who's that?
Oh, it's just Carl.
Carl.
Yes.
I remember you, Carl.
Can you open the door? We're still out here.
Sure, I guess.
You open the door and 4 people come walking in, each one disheveled. You see a woman that has interesting clothing on.
What's this?
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, this is people meeting their new liege.
For who? Where? What?
Oh, it's from the crown he bought.
Oh.
Okay. I thought they were on the
Specifically,
boat.
they are.
Yes, if you would like to read your magic item, that is perfect.
Specifically, they are beggars, drunks, prostitutes, lepers, street crazies, urchins, hustlers, addicts, and losers.
Sweet.
Oh.
Well, if they're losers, they'll fit right in.
So you get, what, 4 of them, or how many do you get?
He said 4. It's
So-
a roll.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Is this his item from?
yep.
Okay.
So you see these people come in. It's like, so, how may we serve?
Oh,
And you see this one gentleman that's trying to do a curtsy, but he does his arms completely wrapped up. It's not in good shape. How may we serve?
I'll get back to you in a minute.
So we serve outside.
Yes.
Come on, folks, you heard her. Go outside. It's like, and the woman smiles and winks at you, and then is confused on what she did and leaves with the rest of the group. Yeah, we have a new liege. Yeah, we have a new liege.
What a useless item acquired.
Um,
Love it.
So, after about another 45 minutes, Granram, Thumper, Lasmina, and Lumen. You all, after about another 45 minutes of just relaxing, playing, cranberry juice switching over, having an extreme. You are on the cranberry juice now.
Okay. I was gonna say I'll move to beer if I'm out of cranberry juice.
No, you're not out of cranberry juice, not yet. Because every like 15 minutes after drinking the cranberry, you have the massive urge to pee. So you're running around the corner. Lasmina's literally just doing the side shuffle.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna go that far. Like, I'll
You-
go pee on a dude's
You find a spot to pee. You find a spot to pee. We're just gonna go with that.
She can have a bucket.
And Lasmina is doing the side
I
shuffle.
was gonna say I've got. You pointed out, yeah, I have a bucket. So she can have the bucket.
She uses the bucket. So after about that, Connell, we'll see you now.
Okay.
Is there anything that you'd like for dinner in particular?
Not that I'm aware of. Or dealer's choice. Whatever the host.
Your second finest alcohol.
He will have alcohol there, but I'm pretty sure he has already chosen. But he requests what you would like to eat.
I prefer some fine meat if it's available.
Some fine meat?
Yes.
I will see if they can offer. But, like this way. And as he walks you through a couple of the side quarters and different things like that, you go through the main casino again. This is the same ways that you went before, and that Thumper's shown you, that Rummage has shown you, and different things like that. And as you walk through the hallway where he originally had all the gaudy pictures of himself, they have all been removed. And more elegant pieces of art have actually gone up,
So
which
there's
is
no longer Rummage half naked laying on a pile of gold.
correct. That is no longer there. So, you actually, it's like, oh, well, this is actually tasteful, you know? And you go up to the large door, and it opens up, and again, you see the same chamber as before, but this time, instead of it being darkened on the exterior, everything is lit up. And it's like, dude, come in. You see this elvish gentleman, very, very fair skin, long hair, come up, dark clothing, maroons and purples and whatnot. You just walk up. It's like, I'm Connell. It is a pleasure, and I hear you have word about
That's what the check-in is.
Rummage.
I do.
Is this something that was spoken about in public, or should we keep quiet?
I simply told your guards that I knew of Rummage's locations.
Perfect. I believe that is a statement to be kept in between us.
Certainly.
It's
You
like,
might want to dispose of the guard.
bring us the food and our drink, and then please come.
He doesn't want any of the guards that actually go.
Don't advocate for murdering people.
Especially whenever that group is you.
Please bring in the food.
I will sit on his right side.
That's perfectly in.
Is it still like a big ass freaking table?
It is.
I gave a card to each of you.
They can hear it, so they hear it.
You guys can vote.
It plays through the speakers, so it comes
I
out.
hope they can hear us because of certain ambience.
Yes, I know what you mean. So, as the food is brought in, the servers come in and whatnot. It's like, thank you kindly. We will seat ourselves for the rest of the meal. And he sits at the same head that Rummage was sitting at. The table has been raised now and is now for normal.
So like when I walk up to it, it hits me
Exactly.
before it. I don't like that.
You're not. It's like.
No, I don't say that.
Okay.
In character. It's one of those.
Please sit. So,
I should point out.
to whom do I owe the honor?
I am Rain. This is my sister, Lasmina.
I am Connell.
Lumen, Paladin of Delara.
Pleasure, Luna. Ah, you look familiar. You're wearing more clothes than usual. Ah, there we go. You were under our employ for a while. Thumper, right? It's like, so, by whom do I owe the pleasures? Who fell the final blow? Well, thank you. Drinks to you.
Would you like to know where Rummage is?
I do not give flying rats.
Alright, well then, so I pull off the head, put it down.
Oh, as long as it stays ahead, I'm perfectly fine with this.
Well,
So wait,
to be-
you already know he was dead?
Yes.
How?
Well, I went with the assumption that as soon as the door behind that he ran into to try to save himself and Sigil, after the guards told me it went black, that he was not coming back, and if he did, he would bring all sorts of ire, and we would have to kill him ourselves.
Ah, okay, so you just assumed based on circumstances.
Correct. But it was a valid assumption, it seems.
I do have to warn you that a companion of mine has fingers, and she has informed me that one of her desires is to, in fact, one of her desires is, in fact, somehow bring him back from the dead.
Like what I said.
And Lasmina says, to kill him again.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, hold on. Like I said, not there.
Well, you told Lasmina, Lasmina
Yeah.
told me.
Yeah.
So why did you tell Lasmina?
Yeah, that's fine. Well, it's like, so Lasmina chimes in and says, to kill him again, and to continue doing that,
That's all I-
that, and to make sure that.
Out of character.
Yes.
What part of that statement did you have a problem? Because I'm not lying to this.
Yeah.
I've not said I have a desire to do it. I just said that we can do it. That's why I brought it up instead of just doing it.
I don't know.
Yes,
You seem to be pretty keen on the idea for no desire.
Oh, it seemed fun.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So, Lasmina chimes in, says to kill him again, and to, if need be, continue it until he does what we tell him to. I believe she wished to coerce him by torture. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with that, by the way.
I'm not okay with
Yes,
that.
because you are a sane person.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not okay with it because it interferes with my It interferes with the negotiations that I would like to commence at some point.
Oh, negotiations have already begun. As long as he stays dead, continue killing him. He was an asshole.
He was. That's one of the reasons
Bring-
why I killed him. The other reason why I killed him was that I have need of his organization.
Well, I owe you a great debt, as I will continue to run this anyways in his stead until most of his flunkies are washed.
It is a substantial favor.
Well, I have already put my foot in my mouth by stating whatever you asked, didn't I not?
Alright. At some point, I will need your network to do various tasks for me for the aim of destroying the Lich Queen of the Gift, so that my sister may take her rightful place on the throne. I will add that this is not yes, it is a perilous enterprise. However, it will be successful. And as Lasmina will in fact be the utter ruler of the Gith, her ability to grant favors would be immeasurable.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage, because you talking his language.
Motion 7.
Huh?
I demand your strongest oath.
17.
So we're just deciding for
Oh yeah, no, I don't make any decisions.
Yeah, no.
So,
Look, I understand it out of character. It's just in character.
Interesting. All these are very, very valid and very, very moving points. You state that you will win.
Yes.
What do their forces look like? Do you know?
Out of character, do I know?
We know something.
Well, we only have inklings based off of circumstantial information. But
We definitely know about the dragon.
do we?
Yeah.
When did we learn about a dragon?
The dragons were attacking Battleground.
That's
Yep.
okay.
I can tell you this, I do not know her present, the present disposition of her forces, but she does have a fairly substantial army led by formidable generals. In addition, she has dragon mercenaries. One of the things that I would like this organization to do is, I am assuming that this organization either has a large store of money or has access to a large store of money. With that, and also with other incentives, I plan on buying the dragon mercenaries.
Large. Those are large statements.
Well, one of the issues is that the dragons do not really appreciate being mercenaries of the Gith, as it inhibits their natural aging process. So one of my offers to them is to just free them from their service once their service to Lasmina has been completed. So they may do as they like.
These are extremely grandiose statements.
I consider them a matter of fact, but I suppose each to their own.
You can consider anything to be matter of fact, but until it is actually the case, you never know how it actually will fall. Until it actually happens, everything is a statement, a grandiose.
It's also a matter of word.
Huh.
Even if you mean it, people
Well,
have to.
for now, I say we drink, we eat, and I believe that I will have to think about this. I will be able to offer my assistance in other means, if I do not take this up.
What other
There's-
means?
I can probably grant you mercenary men.
How many?
How many I can afford?
Which is?
Well,
As you already assumed, a large number.
I see. I do have one other request, which I don't believe would be out of the realm of possibility, given Rummage's penchant for planar travel, I would like a tuning fork to every known plane.
I believe that
there are only like 15. Each one, I think if I recall,
I would.
tuning forks cost what 250 gold pieces each in the spell inscription.
So,
However that matters.
I will see what I can do. I believe that may be far easier to attain than anything else, but let's let me think of this. Let me contact my resources and see. Let me speak to one other person, someone that I trust. My head of security, and see what he states. We will see where we can go from there. But for tonight, as I've stated, we drink, we eat, we make merry that a tyrant is dead, and that a new one, or a new heir has taken his place. To the fall of Rummage, and he holds up a glass.
It's not befitting a paladin to celebrate the death of someone.
Even if it was an ass.
Even so.
I'm going to chime in on the first part of this. To be fair, I gave him the opportunity.
Yeah, and I resisted it.
It must have been tempting.
Well, considering he did stab me, I had motivation. But
I would have stabbed him right back then. But that is beyond the point. I
I
do
think
apologize.
that was narcotics.
by the stabbing.
Yeah. So it wasn't really an option.
That's right.
So I will reach back. So the rest of the evening continues. He brings in the guest and requests that no one make statements about Rummage and ask you to remove the head. But he removes the head. Like he bags it, stuffs it underneath the tape. He just makes sure that it is not visible as servers continue to feed, bring out food, drinks, and different things like that. It's like I will reach back to you in a fortnight, if possible. I will try to be quicker if I can, but it will take deliberation, and if I am to do either of your tasks, it will take time.
You will, of course,
Say-
be providing us with food and shelter until then.
There,
I will provide you with
Accommodations. Sorry.
some,
Do I need to roll to see if I know that one?
roll intelligence check.
2.
So no. I can provide you with entertainment, but I've currently turned all the living quarters, other than my own here,
We need
into
accumulations.
I have currently turned all the living quarters here at the casino into actual guest bedrooms that can be paid for. So I do have them booked. I do apologize.
that's okay. We can stay on our ship for the moment.
I will relay message, and you will hear from me as quickly as I can.
On this matter, there is one detail I feel like you should be aware of. Part of the reason we are moving to dethrone the Lich Queen is because of the severity of the risk she's currently posing.
Which is?
We believe she's trying to gain a force that might bring death across all realities.
That would be very bad for business.
For all business.
That would be horrible for mine.
And
beneficial.
I will point out, we're pretty certain the force she's after exists. We don't know the true nature of it, but we've gotten a glimpse of it.
Well,
So the threat is real.
if those words are true, then I will see about expediting your request even more. Because that would be terrible for business. Because I, unfortunately, unlike most, I enjoy my life.
Have you maintained the armory and the weaponsmiths from the Coliseum?
We did not provide the mercenaries with their own weapons. They provided their own. Coliseum workers were people who volunteered and paid in. We paid for the specimen in the fight, not for these specimens that were fighting. Also, that is such a brutish form of entertainment. Don't you agree?
No.
I don't particularly care for it myself.
Where would your... I need access to the armory of the current mercenaries. Where the fuck is that?
You have to speak to them then.
Okay. Put me in with their...
I will have them reach out to you. Yes. Leave. And I will start working on this. Thank you. And he turns around and he asks you to leave.
I get up.
Wait, did we finish the meal?
Huh? Yeah, this is after the meal.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your hospitality.
I get up and look at them.
If you're trying to intimidate me,
No, I'm just waiting to see what he does.
Yeah.
Literally, I get up and look at it.
Yeah. Because I realize that he may not leave.
No. I'm gonna give it a minute.
No response. He's sitting there. Please.
Oh, I'm gonna give
Leave.
both of you the same 3 set of clues.
Leave. I will bring message.
They have a clue and
This is not something that I can just do.
Yeah.
I have my methods, and I have my own things that I have to do. I will assist as best as possible. The cause seems valid. Understood. He smiles and waves at the door again.
Thumper, please.
Oh, you still there?
I mean, I assume I didn't leave while he was still standing there.
Sitting.
I'm standing. He's sitting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably standing ready to go.
Okay.
Asmina stands up. She's doing the same as everyone else, trying to read the situation and no clue what's going on.
Alright, sorry to interrupt. Did you
No.
say that?
I'm saying that to you.
I know.
Thumper,
Duran Wrap.
No, I'm saying that to you. Not in character.
I know, but
Yeah.
Graham still knows. He knows you. So yes.
We can tell him good friends each other.
Why do you think I'm standing here?
Thumper.
Do
Can we just...
you sit here? How do you?
Oh, I got up.
Oh, you got up and leave?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
getting up to...
Okay.
And as I was getting up, I said that's a mistake.
Okay. Okay. So,
Okay, so we did leave.
so as you guys are going and whatnot, Lasmina, you guys get outside of the casino, and Lasmina's it's like, so good. I think that was decent.
I feel like that almost went too well.
Well, his organization is going to do as it has. Whether or not it's Canal or someone else doesn't matter to me.
But I mean, he just seemed to like immediately, like even before I introduced the whole like threat aspect that it poses to him directly, he seems on board with everything he wanted.
No, he didn't. He said that he was on board with certain tasks and that he would have to ask or think about the rest
Seek
of
guidance.
Seek guidance as to the rest of them, which leaves open the possibility of no.
Well, what I mean is he didn't just immediately laugh at you and tell you, no, I'm not doing what you ask.
Sure.
But that's how Rummage was, too. He never really said no.
Yeah, but he wanted something in exchange.
Well, we already gave the exchange. exchange part for this.
We did do it at his request. We did it for our
He's
own.
a terrible businessman.
I mean, he wanted Rummage dead.
If things
Rummage
are going
is dead.
smoothly right now, that's fine by me. I'm just tired after everything, and I just want to rest. Can we just please go and not cause any trouble for the next few hours?
I have nothing other. I had no other plan but that. So I will go wherever you would like me to.
Let's go back to the misadventure.
I have my servants. I've instructed them to rearrange everything in this adventure to improve its feng shui, and I'm trusting their stupidity to provide the opposite effect.
It is horrid.
Do you guys go? Do you go back?
Yeah, I asked you. What do you have any plans?
Fair, but it was never really planned, personally.
I'm throwing 2 cans of cranberries.
Me, 2 cans.
Yeah,
Really,
for
my
you.
question was, do you have any
If you
current
come back
impasses?
and stay on the ship long enough for everyone to get their health back, or their abilities back, like just give us a break.
So do you have any impulses to do anything?
We'll wait.
So you guys go back to the ship?
Yeah, sorry, go.
No. That's what I'm just trying to make sure. I'm trying to figure out if he's going back or if everyone else is. Okay, so as you go back to the ship,
I'm sleeping.
Queen Goodberry's words have not fallen on deaf ears as you see these 4 vagabonds that seem to be rearranging different barrels.
That's actually a very nice word for them.
I'm trying. Seem to be rearranging barrels on the top deck. Some of them, it's like, yeah, put it over there, another one over there, and then wrap ropes around all of it and just lay it across the ground. That'll improve feng shui and also grippage as you're running across the boat. And it's like, oh, are you more servants for the queen?
I'm sorry. Who are you?
I'm Gary.
And why are you here?
I'm serving the queen.
Queen.
Goodberry.
I don't have time. Like, I'm not gonna say it, but like, acknowledge it. I'm gonna make my way to the crow's nest.
Understood.
I assume this is an oldie timey ship.
It is.
Yeah, there is a crow's nest.
I'm gonna go to the crow's nest with the hammer, and then we'll be where everything is.
Alright. It's like, we haven't changed the feng shui up there. As you're climbing.
I'm tempted to cut the rope.
It's rung, so yeah, you can do that if you wish, but I mean,
Maybe just like pull it up a little and like tie it so you have to like get like 15 foot up to get to it.
alright, make an intelligence check for me.
I gave one person place and things.
6.
Alright. So, you start cutting the rope.
No, it wasn't cut. I was pulling it up to like.
It's tied. They're tied off on the sides. So they're not. Yeah, riggings like that are tied off onto the sides. So it's not a matter of letting down a rope and whatnot. The riggings, yeah, they're rung mast. So so you're looking at it. It's like, how do I? You take out a knife,
I do have enough.
and then you start going, and then you're like, wait, how do I get down? Is this a tomorrow thing? Is this a tomorrow thing that I worry about?
And then, yeah,
It's a tomorrow thing that he worries about. And you guys see, well, this will probably take some time, so. Huh?
I had to get up.
Yeah, he got up there, and he's figuring this out. So, you go back to your rooms.
Well,
It's like,
actually, I asked for the names of the other 3.
thanks for putting me right on the spot. Gary, no.
Gary, Larry, Barry, and Clyde.
So they're all guys.
Mary, Jasper, and Gus.
Gus is my favorite.
So Gus is the leopard. So
he is a leopard?
yeah, his hand is completely bound up. So if you would write that down for me, real fast.
What is he infected with?
Leprosy.
He's a leper.
He's a. I don't know. Look it up if you
I'm
can.
assuming if you have cured disease, then yes.
But yes, he's the leper. Mary is the prostitute. Gary is the village idiot, and also the team leader. And what was the last one? Larry?
Jasper.
Jasper is the drunk.
I mean, they're probably all drunk.
Probably, but
That's his defining
Specific
characteristic.
drunkish. Yeah. So, that's the case. So, have a good night, sir.
You as well. Don't fall overboard. Or at least don't try. Try not to.
We will sleep on the ropes. So you each retire to your own rooms, and as weird as it sounds, I know it's a little early, but I think this is a decent spot.
That's it.
I know it's significantly early. I do apologize, but I think it's a decent spot unless you guys want to do anything in the middle of the night.
Yeah. I just want to ask if I get woken up when they come in.
No.
Alright.
I don't. Or
I don't.
Alright.
Oren's not here. Oren's still in Sigil.
Orange is jail.
No, there's a specific reason I asked. It's because after I've woken up, I'll be like, oh, some leopards here. Make sure he's getting washed.
Alright, so we'll end the session. I know it was not exactly what you wanted, but I think this was decent in the fact that you have a goal. You have a possible enemy. Well, you have an idea, and yeah, you're right. So
you're gonna kill Connell.
Oh yeah, separate. Because they look at me funny.
Well, if the dude tells me no, I'm killing him. Or, well, I'm gonna let you kill him. He's gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
I did not get past my silly spell.
It's getting to the point where I have to start wondering why.
you've already said that. Alright, everybody, you guys have
Why
a
you're
great
convention
night,
ladies, yes.
and I'll see you next week. I know it was a short session. I do apologize, but I think it was a nice session, though. And I mean, I think a couple of people are tired, and probably needing to get back to doing other things. So,
Get back to, but
have a great night.